if you've been following along, you know that last week I saw a neurosurgeon, which will potentially give me two options for more permanent solution for seizure control. So now that I've done that and I can see what my options might be, what do I do now? Where have I gone? What are my next steps? Well, one, I wasn't planning on it going that quickly, so the first thing I did was completely melt into a puddle because I wasn't emotionally or mentally prepared for it to move so quickly. So I didn't know what to do, and I just kind of melted and didn't know how to process all of that. So once I kind of built myself back up, then I did a deep dive into both options, and I immediately go to the very worst case scenario to both of them. This is what I do for everything that I'm diagnosed with and every treatment option. Worst case scenario, I go there first. And that kind of desensitizes me. It's probably not a great option for most people, but it works for me. I desensitize myself to the very worst case scenario. And that doesn't take very long because it's usually pretty easy to find. And then after about 5 minutes of that, then I'm like, okay, well, that's the worst thing that can happen to me. Now let's go check the realities. And then I look through the realities of what's most likely to happen if I have the VNS device or if I have the brain surgery. And then it starts to make more sense. So I can see that how the VNS device could potentially help me, what the percentage is that it might help me. One of the really tricky parts about having epilepsy is for most people, doctors don't know and will never know what causes their epilepsy, which is why it makes it so difficult to treat. So with things like a VNS device, for some people it helps them, for some people it doesn't, for some people it cures it, but for most people it doesn't. But I am at the end of my medication journey, so this is the next step and kind of a last hope that I will have more control than I have now. With the brain surgery, that's kind of a maybe not kind of thing. It may be that I have brain surgery and still have to have the VNS, or we may go the other route, have the VNS and then have brain surgery later, depending on how things go. And then I have to look at my budget because we have a couple of things going. One, whichever surgery we do, it's going to be expensive. Now, I do have insurance, but it is not good insurance. Now, no insurance is great, but I did have better insurance before, and this insurance is not very good. It's just not. It's great for prescriptions. That part is awesome. Everything else is not. It's just really not. So it really scares me about being able to pay for it. The other thing is because I'm disabled, I'm only able to do basically gig work. I tutor online, and of course I don't have paid time off because I'm just doing gig work. So no work, no pay. And I've had to look at recovery time. So with the VNS, it looks like it's about a week and you're ready to go again. With brain surgery, it looks like it's kind of up in the air. Now, I haven't talked with my neurosurgeon because that was a potentiality. It wasn't a reality at that point yet. So it looks like it could be a week to 6 months and like anywhere in between. So I have no idea. But 6 months without a paycheck, that's really hard. And I have no other options on my table yet for what could possibly fill that gap. I mean, obviously it doesn't have to be a teaching job, but it does need to be something I can consistently do in that time period. And I don't know. I mean, I'm looking online and it's really hard to find an online job, even part-time. So anyway, those are all things that I am considering while I'm trying to make a choice about my health care. So those are my next steps. And as I move forward, I will keep you updated because that's part of the reason I have this account. I've not found a lot of people who have tracked their journey through getting a VNS device, and it's really scary because I haven't seen a lot of people do it. So I hope this is helpful in some way. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments and I will get back with you. Have a great day.